My dear viewers, welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup reading is for Scorpios, for all Scorpios, for December 2022. I hope you'll enjoy it, and let me begin. First and foremost, you have a beautiful cup, and I'm going to show it to you as I turn it around so that you can have a look at, and I will begin. For those of you who are new to the channel or to the coffee cup reading, please be mindful that prior to doing this coffee cup, I always meditate, and in meditation, I get connected to your guardian angels, and I'm given a lot of information. Sometimes it depends on the amount that I'm given. I write it down on a piece of paper, and I deliver it to you right at the end. Okay. Now, let's start with the beginning of this cup, which is united with the ending. Very interesting when that happens. Okay. The first and foremost, I'm seeing something very urgent is going to need your attention. Something needs your attention quickly. Some of you might be at the crossroads of life where you need to make certain decisions, but you need to take action quickly in order to resolve a problem. There is a bit of a problem hanging. There could be events of issues that you need to sort of sort out, but you need to move very quickly. And I feel like in the process of this, you could also, if you move quick enough, there's going to be a victory for you and you don't miss out on an opportunity. Be sure that you don't slow down no matter what. And if you are looking for certainty, then I feel like there is a certain, a certainty here for you so that you can prioritize what you need to do. But slowing down is not going to get you anywhere. In this time, usually the messages are to slow down and not to rush into things. But this particular situation, it does need your quick thinking, your discernment, how to take action and how quickly. You'll see that once you do that, everything is coming to a resolution. There's a light cutting through this problem and it's removing it. So be on the lookout for this opportunity, news, information, letter that might come in the email or something that will, help you move forward. I do see you transcending from this situation very quickly. I see that there is a beautiful teamwork going on here. Some projects, some group business might be considered, or doing something with 2-3 people, uniting together, or even working on something that you've been working on. The achievements will be overwhelming, and you're getting all your hard work is getting noticed, and you're realizing that a lot of notice. So good planning is going to be paying off big time. A lot of profits. A lot of preparations that you've done, a lot of hard work is going to be not only recognized, but rewarded. And there are amazing money coming in, profits with this work. Your competence and your expertise are booming high and high as you are creating and doing what you're doing. You're doing everything right by the eyes of others. Everybody's applauding. Everybody's recognizing and applauding what you're doing. I wonder if you know that. Well, the universe wants you to know. It's so beautiful to know that. Now, I'm seeing also a major turnaround in your money. There's money coming in. There's news about something, some sort of money. It might not be news, I'm sorry. It could be just the indication of money coming in from investment, or money that you've waited for coming in. But there is a dramatic change in your money, big change. I see like a lot of financial plans going ahead. But mostly I'm seeing an incredible change in your money direction. Maybe it's because of this thing. Maybe it's because of this recognition that you're getting. But there is a big rise in your money. And I'm also seeing the direction of your money is changing. Maybe you are considering, taking on some investments or selling a property or something, but there is a lump sum of money, or big. It doesn't show a lump sum, but it shows that there is a grand rise in your money and the direction of your money is changing towards victory. So that's fantastic. Be open to your feelings. I feel like there's so much inside you. You don't allow your feelings sometimes show. You've been hiding them. You've been hiding your feelings, and it shows that it's time for you to release and to open up, to let your feelings out. And you're doing that in December. You're letting out everything. And in the midst of doing that, while you're releasing everything you feel that you are hiding, there is a conflict. So there is some people that are opposing or not agreeing, and so there are disagreements. You need to be cautioned. There's caution here. You've got to be careful, because this could result to some sort of competition or problems or an ending, or there's obstacles here. So you've got to be very careful. If somebody challenges your authority, you just got to be very careful in venting out your feelings. There are some, or there might be one or two people that are not approved. Maybe one person is in disagreement. So this could be a bit of a frustrating time. That won't last, because I feel like you're really taking time out and thinking about things, and perhaps removing someone from your life after working out and seeing the truth. After you vent out the truth and you see the outcome of what the answers are, it's sort of like you got the answer to your questions, what you've been digging deep inside and thinking and wanting to know. When you have been hiding your feelings, and now you're being yourself and emerging them, letting them come out, you're realizing that those, whether it's one or two, that are in opposition, that means they're not in agreement. So not only they're not in agreement, this sort of shows you that you need to protect yourself, and you need to see a better future for yourself, because it's like as though you want to follow your heart, you want to do things, but you are restricted, and perhaps it is because of one person. So you need to make decisions with caution, but at the same time, if there's advice coming to you from someone, take the advice so that you know how to proceed and what the best answer is to do, how to proceed in this situation, how to move forward. Because why I'm saying that, and after this, I'm seeing that there is a collapse of a situation. Something's falling upside down. There's a yes to an ending. It looks like there's a lot of disappointment. It could be in love or in friendship. Loss of a relationship. Something's falling apart. I feel like there's hope for a better future, because the situation couldn't go anywhere. The bare minimum wasn't there. The bare minimum that you had been expecting for such a long time, and hiding your feelings and going with the flow and waiting and hoping, you're finally realizing that it's not going to happen, and you're not going to get exactly what you want out of this relationship, or out of this friendship, or out of this job criteria. It could be anything, but it's falling apart and it's coming to an end of something. It is sad. It is giving you grief that it's ending. It could have been something that you really cared about, or someone that you cared about. But I feel like everything is being challenged now that the truth has come up, and you didn't expect it to become chaotic, but it might become chaotic. Words are being spoken that are hurtful, that you didn't expect, so you are in shock, and that's why you are going to take action in regard to this ending. But this is something that is coming to an end without a doubt. You need to get rid of someone or something for this disaster, this trouble to end. You've got to get rid of something or someone. Wow, it's a big disruption. Not a very big disruption, but it is a kind of a disruption to your freedom, to your happiness, so to your healing. But I'm seeing that healing is coming and freedom is coming right after you get rid of this person or this something. Now, of course, I do see emotional sadness here, not being happy, not happy, just working and working. You want more than that. You want a little bit more happiness, more love, more emotions, and that's what you were doing, but you were not getting exactly what you wanted. So you are going to move on and look for something better, but of course it'll take some time, because you are going through the process of healing. Depression, a little bit of self-absorption. That's all natural when you lose someone, and especially if you've been holding on to things and not saying anything and sacrificing and going without, and then all of a sudden, that's why you're taking action. You're taking action because you want answers to happiness. You want happiness, and you've gone without it for such a long time. And now the universe might be intervening with the light into this area of your life and igniting a beautiful love life. If you can see here, the two heads unite in a beautiful, looks like a Christmas bowl, but a see-through one, just to show the interior, the inside of it. I'm going to lift this up to the camera so that you can see what I'm talking about. You see this here, the two heads entwining, talking, facing each other in a beautiful Christmas kind of a ball, crystal ball. It looks amazing. It shows to me that around Christmas, you might be talking to someone wonderful, even at the time of emotional lethargy. You're not happy at all. You're very, very sad. You're almost feeling hopeless. Maybe because you really cared about this person, and this is the sadness, or maybe the boredom, really are affecting you more than anything else around the Christmas time. But you need to know one thing, like it shows to me this is an ending of a very difficult situation. It wasn't an easy relationship. It was a very, very hard one. If it was a relationship or even a work situation or friendship, it was a very complicated one. So it's coming to an end because there's a new future for you. There's a wonderful new future. And it's well within December, January. I feel like they're getting you ready to move on to this level. And it's happening at a time where you are sort of, you're just putting an end to a battle that's been ongoing for such a long time. And now that you're relaxing and slowly getting rid of all the anxiety, getting rid of, like everything is diminishing, the sadness, the anxiety, the depression, you might be having your tears, you're crying, and you're putting it behind you. You want peace. You are so much into wanting peace, and you want peace and quiet and no more stress in your life. You don't want to stress about anything. Mentally, you're preparing for the next chapter. And the next chapter looks amazing. It looks like there is someone wonderful there. It doesn't describe much about, like it just shows that they're coming into your life. They're not there yet. So it comes at a time, this person comes, or this situation, it could be an amazing situation where somebody helps you get a job. It's someone entering your life and interfering in your life in a way to give you progress and bring light to your life. So it could be coming at a time where there's feelings of restlessness, unhappiness, all unease around you. You might not take it very seriously at the beginning, but ultimately this is going to grow. I feel like, okay, I have to see something here very important. I'll just move it a little bit. Okay. I am seeing that there is some sort of a health issue. You need to take steps to improve something. If you're feeling kind of a feeling of uncomfort, a feeling that's sort of like perhaps having problems sleeping or having something there that's usually isn't there, it just needs a little bit of your attention. I feel like you need to perhaps, take the necessary step to your well-being, how to improve it, the best way to improve your well-being. It could be something very minor, but it's there and it's happening at a time where you are about to meet this person. Patience is very important. To be patient and to work out everything in your life now, patience is needed for 2 months. So December, January, you got to be very patient. Everything's going to fall into place for you, but just a little bit of patience the universe is asking you to be. A new beginning is destined for you, a new beginning that's giving you abundance. Now, when I say abundance, it's giving you physical improvement, self-improvement. So you're doing something, you're starting something. I feel like it's to do with exercise maybe, or diet, or even beauty, something to do with beauty. I'm seeing that there's a lot of achievements here. There's a lot of success. Whatever project you're starting, it's going to be very successful. I also see that you're growing and prospering. Financially, you're doing quite well. Absolutely wonderful. I feel like money is coming in also. On top of health and improvement of your beauty, but I also see of your looks, let's say, they're going all well, but there is also some other project that you've been working on, or you're starting to work on. You're putting your trust in your instincts. You're putting your trust into your higher self, and the ideas are just falling in, and you're skyrocketing with this. It's incredible. Everybody's supportive. Everyone is supporting around you. Everybody's happy the way you're going, and it's going well. I do see the beginning of an amazing, incredible love life here, starting with someone. Again, it's that particular situation now. It's over here showing that there is someone that is someone that might be entering your life. There's a new beginning, perhaps. I see like there's a wonderful planning with this person. There's a lot of planning. I just want to see if it's connected to that. It could be that some of you could be reconciling back with the old person, but it doesn't make sense. It is connected, so somehow it could be someone that looks like them. It's someone that could be the same star sign as them, something that reminds you of the one that you left behind, that things weren't going well. It could be even a job, it could be a job that's similar to the job you left, but it's got more potential, more highlights. There's more, but there's love and there's hand holding. So there is something to do with some sort of love. Maybe you might be meeting this person at work, or they might be in a similar field that you are in, but it is a new, wonderful, warm, exciting new beginning that's giving you abundance of happiness. There's love is booming. A lot of issues are getting resolved starting from now to February. From December to February, a lot of issues are getting all sorted out. There's forgiveness. You're forgiving the hurt. You're going through sort of soul searching and clearing things out. Some of you are even considering changing your career, maybe going for something new or adding something to it. I also see that there is a new incredible beginning that's giving your life a big turnaround, a rise in your life, as though everything is going to work well for you, as though you're starting fresh and new, and a beautiful light is coming into your life. Happiness, luck, all of that are coming in, removing all the stress. Some of you will be dealing with Capricorns. There's two big goats here, which are Capricorns. They're the symbol of Capricorn with them. There's two of them. So that shows the intensity of many of you being with Capricorns. I also see there's a Cancer here. There's the moon and there's that crab. Wow. There is a victory there. There are two victories. And I also see Sagittarius and the scale Libra. So it shows to me this person that you might be with, that you are dealing with. You might be leaving one of them. Like, for example, you could be leaving a Libra and forming a new relationship with someone that has Capricorn in them, Cancer and Sagittarius. Or you could be leaving a Cancer and starting a relationship with someone that has Sagittarius, Libra, and double Capricorn, double. So the earth energy, the Capricorn, is okay. It's wonderful because it's earth, so it'll keep the Cancer comfortable, it'll keep the fire and the Sagittarius well, and it'll do well for the Libra, the grounding. This person is very good looking, very attractive. That's the first thing I got to tell you about this person. You'll be very attracted to their eyes. Something about their eyes will just I don't know, you're just you are going to be so attracted to their eyes, or something about their face, but their eyes are nominated. Something about them, they might be so magnetic and so sensual, something amazing. There's a very strong attraction. Oh, this person is very, very attractive, very good looking. That's the first thing I'm seeing. Chinese year of the rat is the second thing I'm seeing. Chinese year of the rat. So you know the star signs now. Chinese year of the rat, which is either yourself or them, is nominated here in regard to this situation, into this beautiful love situation that's starting. Chinese year of the monkey, whether it's yourself or them. Chinese year of the monkey. And then there is a rooster. Chinese year of the rooster. The rooster's there. And then you've got Chinese year of the rooster, could be you or them. And then I see a dog there. There's a beautiful dog. So Chinese year of the dog, if it's yourself or them. And then there is a goat. Right next to the dog, there is a goat. The dog represents a beautiful, loyal friend. So you might end up having a friendship with this person at the beginning, and then it might turn into something incredible because of the attraction. Because the attraction is so overwhelming. It's just a little bit too much. You'll be overwhelmed with the looks of this person. So anyway, do comment. I'd love to hear about this. A lot of happiness is coming, a lot of expansion in your love life, and your overall you're happy. You're feeling a sense of happiness, and oneness with the universe that you haven't felt in a long time. I feel like you're enjoying each other with this person. There's a lot of enjoyment. There's a lot of playfulness, touching and embracing and loving and going out to the beaches or outdoors and just, doing so much together, walking hand in hand. It's just amazing. You're controlling situations. You might need to just put them into, like, try to control them as much as you can so that you're not a little bit over controlling. That could bring a blockage between you and this person. That's the only thing that shows you a little bit of that. You need to be careful. Restrain your obsessiveness if you have obsession, or if you have some sort of controlling situation where you have to have things a certain way. Just a little bit release that a little bit and become a little bit more flexible. That's the only advice. Otherwise, this situation is going to be fantastic. Another thing is being shown twice now today. A little bit of patience is needed. Don't rush things. Just be a bit patient, because being patient with love and in regard to relationship always works, and it gives you that freedom and that guarantee that it grows and grows, and it just becomes better and better. You will be back to what you love, doing what you love. Nothing will stop that. You're reevaluating your desires and what you want again and what you need, and you're doing all that. And I'm seeing a lot of changes happening before February. So all happening in December, January. There's a part of you that's looking for your inner strength. You want to find, you want to know more about yourself, and the more you're exploring, maybe you're doing some sort of meditation, yoga, I feel like you're realizing how strong you are. You're just amazed at your strength. What's amazing, I'm also seeing the crown chakra, and that too has to do with the mind, with the brain, with your head. So it shows to me you're thinking a lot, and it also has to do a lot with grace and beauty and wanting serenity in your life, wanting love and peace, not wanting, you're tired of war, love with war. You don't want that anymore. You just want peace. And I feel like the divine is going to be giving you exactly that, because I see a lot of grace. I see grace meaning that the divine is watching over you now. They want to give you the peace. They want to give you a love life that's peaceful, something you haven't had, my dear Scorpio, maybe for the longest time. You want to be understanding. You want to be, I'm seeing understanding. It's not that you want to be understanding. You want a relationship that's understanding, where somebody understands you. You understand each other. You collaborate together, work well together, and they are on the same page as you. That's what you want. You want someone that you don't have to keep asking for the bare minimum, or wanting the norm from them and not getting it. That's what you want. And I feel like, you're seeking bliss, you're seeking quietness, you're seeking peace. You want peace in your life. You haven't had peace. That's what it looks like to me. And that's what I'm seeing that the universe is giving you. Your quest for peace is going to be ignited and appreciated, and you'll get it exactly as you want. There's abundance of peace coming. And with the abundance of peace, there is fulfillment. So abundance of peace and fulfillment. You want to live a life of freedom, and freedom from fear. Maybe you've had so much happening in your life to the point where you're sick of fear, you're sick of battles, perhaps abuse even. So you just want to put an end to that. And I feel like slowly the universe is bringing, not slowly, it's happening from December to February. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There is an interference in your life. They're bringing on the universe, God, your divine angels. They're bringing on this incredible, peaceful life. And with it comes this relationship that's going to be like a friendship. Perhaps because there's so much connection, it's like a friendship. And that's what's making you feel incredible. And I feel like there is so much happening to the point where you are going to be shocked what's transpiring between December and February. Keep your eye for the coffee cup. I'm going to do this now. Coffee cups for January and February. Make sure you watch them, because I feel like more will be explained about what's coming. What's coming in your life is going to shock you. It's a period of time you've never had in your lifetime, where there's peace and there's love, there's understanding, and there's you getting everything without even asking for it. And that is going to make you just lose your mind from happiness. There's so much happiness coming. There's so much shocking happiness. So we'll have a look at that further as I do the next coffee cup and the one after. Now, my dear Scorpios, it says something about lock. Something is going to be locked. Okay, lock means something is going to be closed. Your heart might be closed to someone or a situation. A lock means also that something is not doing well. You're not able to access some information. December is going to give you justice. So that's very important. You are going to have your justice in December. Chinese year of the monkey. Remember there was a monkey here? Now there's Chinese year of the monkey here. Well, that's yourself or the person, the one that's going to be friends and then turn out to be a beautiful love. Or you might be letting go of a monkey also, Chinese year of the monkey. So Chinese year of the monkey is there. It could be nominating for you, the Chinese year of the monkey. Something big might happen in the Chinese year of the monkey, which is 4 years after the cat. No, 5 years after the cat. It could be 2028. I'm certain it's 2020. I'm not certain. I'll have to be certain that it's 2028. 24, 25, yes, 2028. It could be nominating something. Why I say that? I'll tell you why. Because I was given books or book, and then I got it clarified. The book. Something about a book. For those of you who are becoming authors or writing books, and then one book is going to be the one that's going to give you action. It's going to give you abundance. And it could be happening in the year of the monkey, 2028. Now, how amazing is that? It's these things that make me get chills all over. Now, it could be that for some of you, and for others, it could be just, you being the Chinese year of the monkey, and they're saying, look, you want to write books, write. If you're thinking of writing a book, go ahead. There's something about books writing and the book. It's sort of nominated, the book. Because I couldn't understand it when I was saying, or they were saying books, and then finally I said, what books? And they gave me the book. So anyway, there's going to be one book that's going to be, that might hit, it might become viral and become spectacular. So action is going to be taken. Control is needed also over a situation. Something very intriguing is happening, something very interesting. And also, I'm just going to put my glasses on to see this small writing that I've written, to understand my own writing. Someone's just about, okay, so they say that there is someone that you might be seeing, that they're just being sensual and nothing else. Like, you can't get anything out of them. It's just intimacy, and they're not into anything else. They don't want anything else. Every time you come up with an idea, they might be shooting it down, and you might be finally reached to a point that it's just a sexual relationship and nothing more. And that could be giving you the clarity, perhaps. There's clarity. You're going through clarity. There's something about a tent. You might be putting a tent up somewhere and enjoying some sort of, camping. Tent is connected to camping. Clarity is coming your way, like I said, and there is something that's going to be a bit of a roller coaster. Remember, I said there is something, that ending could be a bit of a roller coaster. It says, stop repeating the same pattern. That's the message. Stop repeating the same pattern. There might be a pattern that you keep repeating in your life. So the universe is saying, stop repeating it. There is a separation, without a doubt. I saw the ending and the grieving. There is a separation. You're transcending obstacles and difficulties, which is good news. The separation isn't a good news, but you might be with someone that isn't quite right for you. Opportunity is knocking and coming. Something to do with wood. Now, you might be working with wood, you might be dealing with wood, or you might be meeting someone that their element is wood. Like, for example, we got the monkey, right? You might meet someone born in the Chinese year of the monkey, but the element is wood, which makes them so amazing compared to other monkeys. Why? The wood is more elevated. They're more transcended. The soul is older. They know more. They experience more. They're more calmer. They're more serene. They're more understanding, more intellect. So there's a lot. So the wood is being nominated. Or you could be dealing with wood while you're tenting, having a tent up and having camping fire. It could be that. So I have to explain the wood part too for those who know Chinese astrology. Okay. You're in control. Of course, the way I look at Chinese astrology is very different even than the Chinese, because with knowing and the power of knowing and awakening. You see things deep on a very deep level. And that's why I'm explaining what the wood is and the intensity of the wood in regard to the Chinese elements. Okay, so you are going to be in control of something magnificent. You are going to be in control of your actions. You are going to be in control of your emotions. It's like you haven't been in control for such a long, or the longest time. Now you are going to be in control, and you're going to be loving it. Loving every bit of it. Now let's have a look at the names and the initials, whether of yourself, the person you're meeting, the person you're leaving, or someone you're dealing with in December. K for kilo, for kiwi fruit. I for India, for indigo. M for Mexico, Morocco. W for winter, willow. H for honey, horse. T for tiger, Thailand. Okay, these are now we have the numbers. We have number 2. Number 2 is connected to people born in February. It's connected to people that are born on the 2nd of the month, whether it's yourself, whether it's someone you're dealing with. It's connected probably to a property or a business proposal. It could be a business or a new job. The address might be number 2. 2 is also connected to people born in the Chinese year of the ox or buffalo. Remember that, ox or buffalo. You could be meeting someone like that or dealing with someone who's an ox or buffalo. It's all about relationships and so much happening in relationships, negative and positive. So it's happening within 2 weeks up to 2 months from the time you see this cup. Okay, now we have number 7. Number 7 is all about spiritual freedom. Freedom and spirituality. A growth in your spirituality and freedom. And freedom also is also about the Chinese. Number 7 is about number 7 itself. You're born on the 7th month, born in the July. Those of you dealing with people born in July, which the Cancer was there. There was a Cancer there in that person that you're destined to be with perhaps in December. And Chinese year of the horse, like I said. And it is also to do with spirituality. Okay, Chinese year of the horse, maybe I didn't say it. So Chinese year of the horse, whether it's yourself or the person. And 7 being all about spirituality, growth in your spirituality and freedom, independence. That's taking place from the time you see this coffee cup for 7 weeks up to 7 months. It's a long term with the 7. Okay, that's the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it, my dear viewers. Do give me some comments if you can relate to what I'm talking about and if you've seen any signs of what's coming. Or at least you're prepared. At least you're prepared for what's coming. You know what's happening. And even if things fall apart, they're falling apart for a reason, because you are meant to be in a very peaceful relationship now in your life. So if you have been in a very agonizing or very confronting kind of a relationship, that is coming to an end. If it's a job situation, if it's work-related, love-related, home-related, any situation that's been overwhelming you and it's taken a lot out of you and you've been always battling for the bare minimum and not getting what it's true rightfully yours, that is coming to an end in this Christmas time or holiday time, let's say December. But it's happening to get you to this level that I was talking about. And this level here, it's all about you having someone that's on the same level as you. I guess that's why they showed the wood to me. It's somebody that's going to be more elevated, more spiritual, more loving, and on the same level as you. Oh, there's the coffee. Same level as you. Exactly on the same level, so you don't have to work too hard at the relationship. It's going to be smooth sailing and effortless. And I wish you abundance of joy, anniversaries, those who are celebrating anniversaries, a lot of blessings to all of you. Namaste.